Mr. Johnson, we will continue now with the interview, right?
Sure.
Where are we now?
Well,
I forgot where we are in the story.
I almost forgot too, but yeah, I think we were talking about my enrollment here at Morgan in 1954,
right,
and the reason therefore.
So
No,
we go,
my re-enrollment.
we do a fast forward to
my-
2000, from 1954,
from 1957 until now.
until
at
to
least 3 years
2000 and
ago.
what? 2006.
2006, right.
Right. So what happened in 2006?
Well, prior to that, my granddaughter was attending a little private school up here called Garrison Forest School, and it's an all-girls school, and it's pretty much a white school. I mean, not pretty much, but they don't have a large population of black kids, and so this one, she was in a class with relatively small amount of black kids in there, and she was at a sleepover at one of her classmates, and at that sleepover they were talking about their granddad's degree paper, as they called it, and she came over to the house, my son and my daughter-in-law, and they were over one weekend, and she was telling me about it, and I told her I didn't have a degree, and that really hurt her, and so...
Not to interrupt you, but I know this gentleman probably has to go take care of his classes.
Yeah, sure.
He speaks Urdu.
Oh, yeah, I see.
He speaks Russian.
Yeah.
And he speaks English.
Yeah.
He's going to come back and I'm going to interview him.
That's great.
Come back next week.
That's great.
Right.
And then we will put it at YouTube.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Asimo.
Asimiyu.
Asimiyu.
Yeah.
Asimiyu, my name's Sabah.
Okay.
Okay, this is Mr. Johnson.
It's a big pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, bye.
Right. And so that was the impetus to come back to school. I had thought about coming back to school.
Okay, so now wait a minute. Tell me the story again. So she asked you to see your diploma?
Well, as she called it, degree paper.
Your degree paper.
Right. And
what did you tell her?
I told her I did not have one.
How did you tell her? Tell me how did you tell her?
I mean, it really caught me by surprise because when she asked me that, I said, wow, I wonder why she's asking me to see my degree paper and she had not done it before. And I said, well, why would you want to see my degree paper? And that's when she told me the story, and I said, well, I don't have it.
Oh.
And then...
what was her reaction?
Well, the smile went from like this to like that, of course, you know. And I said, like that they left, I said, I've heard my granddaughter. I said, inadvertently, but I've heard her, So she said, what do you mean? I said, well, she goes back to school to tell those kids that she does not have a degree, then it's no telling how the kids may operate. I said, kids are very treacherous, vicious sometimes. And I said, well, but I called Mrs. Smith, who was the registrar at the time, the next day, and I talked.
Dr. Iola Smith?
Yes, right. And I asked her.
She's still here, by the way.
Right, absolutely. She was a registrar here, and she's graduated this school. And
I thought she was a registrar in '57.
No. I think she was a student along that time, a few years after.
Okay.
But she told me, she said, "Look, come on over to the school." So I came over. And she said that the school has a senior waiver program where they allow me to take 9 credit hours free, and all I have to do is pay the fees. So I'm going to jump right on that. And it's been like almost 3 years ago, and now I'm at the tail end of it. I majored in political science, and
what is your age now?
I'm 77. And of course I should be finished my requirements December the 10th. However, I will not be able to walk across the stage until May of next year. God willing, I will do that. And I'll probably want to be one of the oldest graduates.
And your granddaughter's going to be there.
Oh, she's going to be extremely happy. So, and I'm going to be extremely happy. But, maybe this will be some incentive for maybe these younger folk to see that it's never too late to graduate. And I think it may be some encouragement, as it is with my classes. Several classes I've attended. Most of the young people are very good young people, and when I talk to them, it's inspiring.
Come on, you can be part of the interview going on. Come on.
And it's very inspiring for them to see someone my age to come back.
Of course.
And to finish what I started almost 50 years ago.
That's great. Well, listen, we're recording this interview November the 3rd, 2009.
Right.
You should finish in December.
Yes.
That means you're going to walk through graduation ceremony May
of 2010.
2010.
Right.
So listen, I want to have the fourth interview when you're in cap and gown.
Oh, boy, that's going to be wonderful. When I take that tassel and turn it from one side to the other,
Yep.
that's going to be a great moment.
Good.